Welcome to a Return to Oneness, Lessons in Truth. This is the series 5 to Thrive. My name is Eddie, and I help people open their hearts. This video is titled, Ascension. It's not what you think it is. When most people think of ascension, they naturally envision someone or something moving upwards. If they are religious, they picture the ascension of Jesus, where they believe he was carried upward towards heaven after the resurrection. Yet, there are several problems with these interpretations. First, the Master didn't point upwards and say, heaven is found up there. Rather, as it is written in Luke 17:21, when asked by a certain Pharisee when the kingdom of heaven would come, Jesus answered the man by saying, neither shall they say, here it is, or there it is, for the kingdom of heaven is within you. Second, in the verse just prior to the one spoken of, the Master told the Pharisee that the coming of the kingdom of God is not something that can be observed. In other words, our eyes will not see it. Instead, the coming of the kingdom is felt within our hearts, the center of our being. Yet, how many people to this day still look up towards the sky, hoping to see the kingdom of heaven descending? These people are looking in the wrong place. For as the Master said, heaven is within us. But if all of this is true, then what is ascension? Ascension is expanded awareness. As has been said, it is not to go from a lower to a higher state. Instead, it is to go from without to within, to go from seeking heaven in the external to looking for it where the great Master told us it was, within us. And the deeper we look within ourselves, the closer we come to finding ourselves. In a previous video, it was said that the purpose of seeking within is so that we can come to know ourselves. We will never find the truth of who and what we are, the truth of our being, by looking outside ourselves. We can only find it by looking within. However, we are not really looking for ourselves, for it has not gone anywhere. Instead, we are looking for all of the obstacles that we have erected that stand between us and the knowledge of our being. Only by removing the obstacles will we begin to feel our true self stirring within us. For the obstacles have kept us from recognizing who and what we are. They stand like an impenetrable wall, yet they are nothing more than shadows. Of themselves, the obstacles are powerless. They only have the power we have given them. And once we recognize their powerlessness over us, then and only then can we begin to feel our true power return. As we move from powerlessness to power, we begin to awaken and remember who and what we are. The illusion of who and what we thought we were is replaced with both the certainty and knowledge of our true self. Not only is this what is known as awakening, but it is ascension in the truest sense. For we go from a state of complete unawareness of the truth of our being to a state of awareness of who and what we are in truth. And this expanded awareness is ascension. It does not take place outside of us. It happens within our consciousness. Again, it is not an active process of searching within for our true self. For our self remains where it has always been. The only process that we must undertake is to seek for the obstacles which block our awareness of the truth of ourself. While at first this appears daunting, it is worth the effort. For in truth, the only effort required is the little bit of willingness on our part to begin to turn within. And once we have turned within, the universe will guide our inner journey. It will help us remove the obstacles that have kept us blinded to the truth of who and what we are. Until we experience this expansion in awareness, we will continue to sleep and dream of a self that feels powerless in the face of external events and circumstances. But as we seek for and remove the obstacles that stand between us and our true self, we experience an inner expansion of our conscious awareness that becomes externalized in our everyday affairs. And this is when we thrive and live lives that we once dreamed were unimaginable. If we want to bring heaven to earth, then we must remember who and what we are. We must have an expansion of our awareness. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. Remember, you are loved, and you are that love. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear more, then please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons below.